Yeah. Hello. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the YouTube, and welcome to the Twitch, and welcome to the gay side of the internet, and welcome to Phasmophobia. Because it's Halloween, and Phasmophobia is a scary, spooky, scary, scary, is game. Is scary game. So I thought let's play Phasmophobia. It was mainly because Dutch Dunsparce recommended, requested, thought it would be a good idea. And I was like, that is a good idea. I wouldn't say I shamelessly stole the idea, but I took inspiration. You know. So that's kind of, that's the rundown of the situation. So hold on, I'm adjusting the visual settings a bit because I know that normally Phasmophobia is like quite dark, and it's nice to be able to see just a little bit more. Especially like I can turn on a flashlight when I need it, a torch. But as a viewer, you can't just do that. So I like to make sure that that screen is just a little bit brighter than my screen. But yeah, it's Halloween, so they've got that Halloween event going on, the Crimson Eye. I think it's the same one as last year. The blood moon is rising, yeah. And they've got this little thing. It does not feel like a year ago, the last blood moon event. But I guess it is. Yeah, because that's Halloween 23, that's 24. Wow. It does not feel like a whole year. But I suppose it is. So, I suppose it is time to go play the game. Now, if you don't know the Blood Moon event, it's, well, practically there's like a few moons I'm gonna find. You're gonna see those when I find them. I believe you also lose sanity quicker, and it might be that ghosts are like a bit faster or something. I'm not sure about that, but there's a few things. So I guess I'm going to film yet more than normally. Which I suppose let's just get into it then. As much as I like to imagine that it does, I don't think dawdling helps much in catching the ghost. I wish it did. I wish I could dawdle all day and then at the end it's like, you've caught 300 ghosts. But I don't know, they might not have that update yet. I feel like they are, not at that point with the game. Like they should listen to my suggestions more when it comes to that. Right. Oh, no, that's alright. So, yeah, the whole place is a bit. I thought for a second that was a snake, but that's a spine. Similar, but not quite the same. Alright, I have a. Because this is like, I'm on my first rebirth, which, like, as in I've had one rebirth, which is why I have, I only have like level 50 or something. That's because of that. So I, still have to be a bit sparing with my money. I don't even have all the upgrades that are available. That's a lot of eyes. Are you alright? Is this the spirit, the evil spirit, contained within this house? Well, I say contained. I'm getting the feeling that maybe it's not entirely contained. It's a bit. What do you? I don't want to say clinically insane, but it's not doing great. It's just a little bit. Yeah, this is the first blood totem, blood moon totem, which gives a louder sound than I remember it doing, which might be intentional, also might not be, you know, might not be any different, just I remember it differently. Apparently, I'm not sure what that's supposed to be. Is it an upside down tent? I just heard a door sound. Oh, that's right. It would appear that I have found the door in question. I'm guessing that I'm gonna guess that means that the ghost is there for, you know, for the sake of ease. Where is my jammer? I put it. There we go. The door mark there. Let's see. I'm still decent on sanity, but that's a quarter of my sanity gone. So it's not. I'm not happy about it exactly. But I guess it's the best I have. Well, it's the best. I mean, yeah, it's the best. I only have one sanity, so I suppose by definition it would be the best one. But I suppose that's what I have to do with. Oh. Ah. That's not nice of the ghost. I think it is in that room, but I think I'm gonna need to. I think I'm gonna need to check my sanity really quickly because I got ghost evented. Oh wow! What do you mean? How do that's? I don't think I like this ghost. That's not a great angle, is it? What do I get? Wait, do I have the? Yeah, I do have voice. Right. But that's not a. Oh, hey, hey, I was completely not. Hi. I don't have a camera. Luckily, this is a ghost event, but that is definitely a ghost model that I haven't seen yet. I do usually not like scary stuff because I am big time coward. I'm very bad with the spoopies, but Phasmophobia is kind of a puzzle game. And it's, you know, one of the puzzle games that people will actually play with me sometimes. Recently, not exactly much, but that's... Yeah, that's off to that side. I'm wondering... I think it was pretty cold here, so I'm gonna guess that does mean... Yeah, the ghost seems to be here. That's 3. Phasmophobia. My mom always calls this game... like Phasmophobia, which is phantasma is the Italian word for ghost, but I don't know how she would know that. She's not exactly Italian, so I'm not sure how if she is aware of the fact that that's Italian / what it means, or I don't expect that she knows that. And I'm not sure why that's what she always thinks it's called, but I get it is, you know, it is Italian for ghost, phantasma. I guess I can take... I should probably take sanity though, because that... My sanity's going down fast. What else? Because I have all the evidence items. I'm not going to do that. I might do that if it has dots, but else I'm gonna guess that's no. I guess I can clean the area near the ghost of the incense, even if it's just to get that achievement and to check if that is where the ghost is. Yeah, I did take the pills. Hello. Alright. Let's see. Did that do it? I appear to have... Oh! I appear to have a second bully. Usually it's just Dutch Dunspas, but I guess today there is a second one. Ghostwriting. Nuts. Oh, seems pretty mean to me. How are you? How old are you? Where ghost? What kind of ghost? How old are you?
Little age crisis.
Little age crisis. Little age crisis. That sounds like the worst rapper I have ever heard of. But also relatable, actually. Rain spray. Could be rain spray. I'm not sure exactly what it was meant to say, but it said summer, alright. It said summer. I don't like that. Don't that, please. Do not that, please, ghost. Or I shall need to ask you to stop. And I'm sure neither of us would like me to sink to such precautions. Oh, wait, no, not. Oh, I got it. I think I got it. There we go. Yeah. Oh, I got a object move thrown as well. I'm not sure when that happened, but I guess yay. Oh yeah, of course, there's also audio. Oh yeah, I've got this thing. I almost speak out. My encoding is overloaded. I thought I turned the thing down. Oh lord. Yeah, I don't know if the stream looks very good, because apparently it's something or other is overloaded, and I don't know why, but it telling me it got a problem. I should probably take a picture of the... I just went there and I was like, oh yeah, I should take a camera. And then I went back and I'm like, oh hey, the tap is running. Oh yeah, that's right, there's dirty water. Let's go take a picture of it without picking up the picture machine. Is it just this thing here? Oh. There's no things here. I don't think you could take photos of thrown objects anymore, but... Oh, that is freezing. That's a Moroi. Oh! I think I took pills after I got the response. But I'm not 100% anymore. That was a spooky sound. I did not like that I'm gonna guess But that, I was cursed by that Moroi. Because if you get a response on the spirit box from a Moroi, I don't know if that always means that you curse, but it can curse you over the spirit box. So if you have done spirit box and you hear that the ghost is a Moroi, you are going to want to make sure that you've had some sanity pills. Because if you don't, your sanity goes down very rapidly. I'm going to do sound sensor because I'm one of the most epic gamers in the world, and I actually know how to use sound sensors like an epic. No, it doesn't have fingerprints because I already have all the other evidence. Right. Let's see if there's some audio to be gotten. Did I get that? I'm gonna guess I didn't. I'm gonna guess I didn't got that. I'm gonna guess that's it. Well, that's it is a first game. That's not entirely gratifying, but yeah, I did die game. That is, so much is true. Oh, how happy I am about that. But I did die. Did it? Does it show? I don't think it shows how much I've been cursed during that run. Does it change his favorite room? I suppose once it might have gone somewhere else. But yeah, I was not expecting it to hunt that before. I don't know how I feel about that. So how much do... Alright, so that was like 25 points that I just got. And that was like 5%? I've already forgotten. Oh, do I even have the money? Oh, no. I don't have enough money to actually get a... I may need to do some games on intermediate instead, because this is not... I don't know about this one, gang. Oh boy. Alright, I guess... wait. I still feel like the equipment screen is it's a bit odd. I don't know if I'm gonna take a file out of headgear. I should probably get an igniter and like 2 smudge sticks. I don't even know what motion sensor. Maybe like 1 motion sensor for missions. And a paramic. Photo camera. Okay, those are cheap. Sound recorder. And I have a video, yeah. So that's going to be an interesting time. And if I lose that game, I probably won't really have anything to bring with me, which is not my favorite. Right. So. Oh, that was being interesting. We know street. I did take the key right there. Right. That's a very normal thing to have in the middle of your living room. I'll not judge. Hi. Don't scream like that. Things happen. Shit happens. Sometimes you need to scream, but, you know, literally nothing just happened. Alright. Stupid bots in chat. Okay. Not hearing anything yet, not seeing any signs. So gonna see what's going on downstairs. I wonder if it's anything like maybe the hi. Instantly getting slightly Oni-ish vibes. I don't think there was any fingerprints yet, but whatever. But I wonder if maybe instead of like just the blood moon event, instead of just that kind of makes you, it's not a schmungus. I know my ghosts, and if you're willing to say that this is a schmungus, I'm going to tell you that sadly you are completely mistaken. See, the schmungus actually mainly appears in office buildings, and this is not an office building. I don't think it's a schmungus. Schmungus? Possible? Possible. They do prefer residential areas. But I just feel like a schmungus would not have thrown a paint can, you know? Did I get that? I didn't get that. Ooh, I got that one though. See, that's definitely not a schmungus. I don't think it's a schmungus at all. But I wonder if it's actually that your sanity might actually go down faster and stuff, but I wonder if that's more to do maybe with the moons that are still in the house, that every moon that's still in the house Is it just me or was that was someone singing just now? Like a... Anyway, that's like the fourth time I've had to start over. But I wonder if it's maybe not that every... Oh, ghost orb. But I wonder if it's maybe not that you just have more... You lose more sanity because there's a blood moon and you're on a blood moon map, but maybe that's per totem that's still in the house that you lose sanity faster or something. I'm not sure. But like if there's 5 totems in the house, you lose sanity 100% faster, but if there's 2, you lose it 40% faster, something like that. But I don't know if that's realistic at all. Could be a Raiju, because then it would get more active as soon as I approach with the electronics. That is possible, but I don't know how likely that is. Yeah, could be. I also don't know, because I don't really know the event, and I don't tend to read patch notes because of attention span. Alright, so I guess it could be a Thay because it's just active. Thay and Raiju would also would both not be great. Banshee, Revenant. Of course, Revenant would be problematic, but yeah. I'm not sure yet. At least I've got a gun. So I'm gonna go like... And then this is my charge attack. Like... Hey! Don't do that. I'm actually probably in the danger zone now. That's just true. I don't like it when the game is scary to me. Biden blast. There is a small former President Biden trapped in my thermometer, and that is actually exactly the way that attack works. I wasn't gonna tell because that, I don't want to give away my secret, my trade secrets. But since you've guessed it anyway. Oh, you got a bit of a headache. That's too bad. I hope it clears up. See you, Chuggy. Alright. I'm not seeing any ghost orbs right now, and that makes me... Oh, wait, there it is. It back. Right, so... I did not listen to the speed of the ghost very much. I don't think it's Raiju. I also don't think it's a Thay. I don't think it's a Revenant. but I don't actually know. Could be yokai because I'm yapping a lot. That it would do such a thing to me. Oh, hold on. I didn't even check because I thought it was already under 50%, but it's not. Which means that it can't be. I don't think it could be a banshee because those 150%. But they do. I believe they do only like look at the sanity of that target. Actually, Mare is like 65 if we're in the dark or something. I don't remember. I believe Hantu gets. Does Hantu hunt? I don't think Hantu hunts faster when it's cold, but I'm not sure either that it doesn't. Onryo. I don't think Onryo hunts early. Unless you have a candle, but I didn't have a candle. Abake doesn't either. I'm not 100% sure about Mare, but I think it can hunt like 65%. They, of course, if I haven't been in the room for very long yet, it can. Raiju can if there's electronics near. Yokai can if I'm yapping, which I am. Hantu, I'm not sure. I don't think it can, but it might be that I can do that when it's cold. I don't remember properly. So that does slim it down. On the one hand, it is really nice to like discover that like you're out of a hunt, you come back to the van and you have like 50 something percent sanity. That's very nice because you actually, you can cross away a bunch of ghosts. But also the problem is that means that the ghost is one of the more powerful ghosts that can hunt earlier than 50%. You know that, but you often don't actually know yet at which percentage they can hunt. So you've got to be paranoid about your sanity. Like, before you could be paranoid about your sanity, but now you kind of have to be paranoid about your sanity, because it's a ghost that is good with sanity, so you know it's going to be able to hunt you quick. And I don't think I'm very happy about that. It could also be a mimic. I don't know any specific reason to say it is or isn't a mimic, I suppose. Oh, I missed object thrown. I'm not seeing any ghosts or any dots, I must say. I'm a bit scared to go in now. See, it's so much nicer when you have a lot of money and you're playing together with someone else. So you just kind of say like, oh, I'll take all the equipment with me. And they'll be like, oh, what a nice thing of them to do. And then you're like, anyway, I brought all the equipment. So when it's scary, you kind of like, you have to be the one that do stuff inside so that I don't lose my equipment. It's nice when you can do that. But as it happens, today I am not accompanied with any friends. Also, I want to say I was very lucky about the fact that there was a hiding spot in that place. Like, I don't know exactly how happy, but well, I don't know exactly how lucky I was that there was a hiding space there, because I don't feel like it came like into the room or anything. It might have not seen me, but I didn't know that there was one there. The door was still closed. I hadn't been there, and I very well could not have had a hiding spot there, in which case I think I would have lost then and there. Which would be decently suboptimal, I do believe. I put that the Christmas, that's right. What else? Firelight, incense, unique paranormal with a sound recorder. I don't know if I'm necessarily going to go for these much, because I feel like it's probably a more important thing to make sure I get a bit of money and not risk that much. Oh, I thought it was like 26 points. I guess 18. Huh. Alright. Thinking out of 300? 300. I thought for a second it was 800. I was like, wow. Oh wait. I guess I can put down some salt. I feel like that'd be more useful than a sound recorder, because salt can also help me find out whether the ghost has UV or not. So you know, I would also like if there's a game. I mean, like, there's a lot of you know, ghost hunting games. That there's bound to be a game like that, but like a Phasmo type ghost hunting game where you you know, where you have turned off the breaker like a little piece of something. I don't think it could be a djinn anyway, but hold on, where's the book? Ooh, ooh. No footprints, so that's not UV. I'm gonna take both of those salt photos because I don't think I'm gonna be able to fill up the book anyway. Alright, I guess not a hand too, that's cool. Is the light off? That might be a mare, I guess. How old are you? Where are you? Are you a spooky? If you're a spooky, say it right now. How old are you? Where are you? How old are you? Oh. It's not picking it up properly. Which is mean. Oh. Huh? Alright. That's a bit silly, isn't it? I suppose the candles do make the game much easier to like navigate around when you don't have a flashlight that you want to turn on because you're scared that ghosts will hunt. Like me, I'm scared. Alright. So apparently I definitely just got a freezing temperature on my thermometer. I don't think the ghost was hunting or venting. The ghost orb? Oh, it might be a mimic actually. Because it hunted before. But it's not UV. Huh. It might be that hunters. No, I'm pretty sure it's not UV because I think even if you have like an obake or something, I believe the prints have to show up before disappearing. And I checked pretty immediately. I don't think they could have. Like, I think the only thing that the obake can do that's special with UV is when there is a print, it can have the time that that print remains. So like if it would normally remain there for a minute, the Obaka has a chance to make it only stay there for half a minute, something like that. But I don't think it could do that. I don't think it could have stopped me from seeing that fingerprint there of footprints. I'm not 100% sure, but I don't think it's an Obake ability, so I don't think that would allow the Mimic to not show its UV. And I also don't think it could be Hantu, because it would... I'm pretty sure Hantu, regardless, would have shown UV. So I think it is one of these three. What's... Maybe Onryo generally has a... Oh, it might be that Onryo can always hunt at like 65% or something. I thought it was maybe 75. I think it's 65. But it can also hunt earlier if it blows out a candle. Yeah. I think that might be the case. I don't think Yurei is an early hunter. I'm pretty sure Revenant isn't. Because Revenant is OP enough as it is. Well, like it went down and up again. And now it's kind of frightening, but I don't think the Revenant actually... It's an early hunter, and I don't think the Yurei is either, but I'm not 100% sure about that. I will say, I've not had dots yet, which makes Yurei less likely. Or it would be Spirit Box. Spirit Box wasn't working. And I don't know if it will if I go back in again. I don't want to use too much sanity pills. I think I'm actually gonna play. Gonna see if it's Onryo right now. And I'm not sure what sanity that one hunts. So I'm not gonna try and poke the bear any further. So I'm going to see if it's an Onryo. And if it is, I shall be lucky.
Welcome back.
Alright. Yeah, I didn't get a few of the things, but that's alright. At least I made it out. Alright. Yeah. Got some blood points, some Crimson Eye team points. Wow. 20. That's not bad. I think that's decently toward the daily goal. No, that's weekly. I mean, that's also pretty good for weekly, but probably not gonna play much this week. See, it's because I'm scared, because I am scared of Phasmophobia. I just also play it because it's a fun puzzle game. And it's also partially because you need the sound with it, and I'm usually, like, you know, watching something on the side or anything like that. Get a ghost to walk through salt. I suppose that's some points toward that. I don't think 600 is enough to upgrade. Yeah, no, those are a bit more expensive than that. I guess I can... I guess I can go and do another one of those. With... Actually, oh, maybe I can actually do the loadout now. Yeah. I don't know if I should be doing the entire loadout, but on intermediate, I'm guessing it's alright. I'm not gonna go probably to either of these today, unless I get like a really lucky stroke. But I'm very good at being overzealous. being overexcited and just ending up regretting it. So I'm not gonna overexcite myself this time. I'm just going to take it decently well timed. I swear, if there's like, if one of these is gonna be a demon and it hunts in the first 3 seconds, I'm going to ghost stab it or something like that. I don't know what you do to a ghost, honestly. This game never taught me anything about that. It just taught me that ghost spooky. It told me that if a ghost is being spookly, run away. Pino. Oh yeah, that's right. They've made it so that, oh, that was a window touch, wasn't it? EMF 5 right away. And it's right here? Oh, I don't know if I've ever had it in this little... Wow! Well, someone's excited. The good news is, I don't think any of these are early hunters and it can't be a mimic because it has EMF 5. Huh. That is quite unusual, I think. I don't think I've had that before. I think because they're not early hunters, I think it's a good thing. If it's a Goryo, that is an absolute... That's just an amazing run, because Goryo just... It's not going to move or anything. I could have, you know, crucifixes down there. I could have all my equipment placed down there. And that would kind of just be... That would kind of just work if it wasn't... If it's a Goryo. Because it's not gonna... Oh. Oops. Because... Hold on, I don't have a photo camera or anything. But if it's a Goryo, that would be great because it would just... kind of just work. It would succeed. I also don't have to do spirit box, which is nice. No, that's a street light. I don't think I'm seeing any ghost orbs. I think it would tell me if there were any orbs. But wow, that is honestly one of the best ways I could think of to start a game. Just all of the spooky ghosts, like the real spooky ones, are out of there. There's no demons. There's no no revenants, no moroi, no raiju, no dio, no thay, no mimic, no twins. That is a very, very nice way to start, I guess. Mailangabake, Goryo, and Jin. And it's right there. I could even put down some of the evidence items without actually going in. Which almost scares me. I know that there's, you know, the levels are, all the I suppose missions, kind of randomly generated, so it's not like they're always like perfectly the same difficulty. But it almost scares me that like there's someone like currently curating my run, going like ha ha ha. They think that actually it's safe, but it's not, because it's blah 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 and blah blah blah. I was gonna do my intro accidentally. How old are you? Where are you? Hello? How old are you? Where are you? Are you spooky? Are you a ghost? How old are you? Where are you? It's not recognizing my voice very well. Except there, which wasn't a question. How old are you? Where, wait, do I have the light on? I don't think so. How old are you? Where are you? Oh no, it's not picking up my voice great today. I do feel like I've got a slightly duffy nose, but other than that, okay. Someone's mad. Someone's mad about how easily I found their lair. Don't have to go and throw his shoes at me. Good day to you, sir. Hold still. I'm going to bite and blast you. Alright, that's still for... What is still 2.4. So for now, that's not scary or anything. I mean, I suppose there's not that much scary. I suppose a djinn would be the scariest thing. That would be freezing. That would be scary, actually. Sneeze. I suppose a djinn would be a bit scary because that, you know, that's one that can actually go fast. A myling could be scary because you don't hear the footsteps as well. But I don't know how much I usually hear the footsteps. And then a Bake could technically be scary if it has, like, right at the most crucial frame, it has one frame where it shapeshifts and it becomes a different type of, like a really short model, so you don't see it properly, and it manages to get an edge on you. And then Goryo doesn't really have much scary, does it? Because the Goryo is really cool, because it has, you know, it has the thing where if it's, where you can't see dots in person. Goryo have that. I don't know how scary that really is. I do really like that you can't see Goryo dots in person for like less evidence runs. Because as I say, I like to treat Phasmo as kind of a puzzle game more than anything. I don't like the fact that I just heard some noises from different places. Is it still cold here? If it's not cold here and I've just put down all the salt, that I'm going to be this salt. Alright. Thank you, Mr. Ghost. Mr. Ghoster. That one didn't work. I think there's still some salt to be got. Yeah, I think that's everything for those. Did I still do the spirit box even though I realized it was not going to be the spirit box? Like something like that happened, but I'm not sure. No ghost ups anywhere else either. Alright. So I don't think it's ghost orbs. I don't think it's I don't think it's freezing either, because it's been kind of like on the edge for that. Then I don't think it's dots, because it hasn't really been given dots, honestly. That's kind of the most that I can say about that. And I did have a book down, right? It hasn't written in that. No, it hasn't. that is ever so slightly silly. I must cede. Oh. Spooky spooks. No, that didn't count. Not sure why, but I guess it did. Yeah, my sanity is still... Again, I'm getting paranoid. Because it seems like it's not very dangerous, and that must mean that it's dangerous, because this game... Ah, cute little dogger. Cute little dogger. Cute little dogger. Paintings? Or maybe not paintings. That looks like a photograph. Yeah, I think the photos... inexplicable Egyptian beetle meets heavy metal logo. Pagan rite? Or something along those lines. It's still... Huh. No, it's... That just has some things coming from up. Hi. Why are you over there now? Oh, I don't know about that. Wait. Oh my. Oh no. What's happening? Why is happening? Or is it suddenly... I was getting breath over here. Is it cold here now? That is EMF 5, but I already had EMF 5, right? It's... yeah, it's cold here. Is this all one room? Huh. I didn't think about it that way. Huh. I may put down some extra evidence items then. That probably would help. Because dots and writing I both still need. And then... Alright. So it seems like it might be more on that side now. Did I get that? Oh, yes. Oh. Oh, like that. No, that's too late, obviously. I was scared there. I was not expecting that my sanity had gone down that much, but that did scare me. That certainly did scare me. Oh, object thrown and it was too late. I'm actually gonna use some clever tactics here to try and find out where the ghost is walking. Where it is at different moments in time. See, this is honestly, I would like more of this sort of stuff in the game, where you know, where you have just types of things where you can actually use the sound sensors and the motion sensors a bit more. I know that I'm like just that type of a person, and most people don't really agree with me much. I forget which one I placed first. That's silly. Alright, so the top one here is the bottom one here. That's interesting. But I guess it is. Alright. Yeah, it would be cool if you would have more of a bit of a puzzle game feeling to it. I personally like that you don't, you know, practically, why do they make games so spooky? Why do they make, why do they make spooky games so spooky? I think is cool, but then they make it hard for me to play. I want to play cool spooky puzzle game, but not too spooky. Because I'm a coward, you know. You're really going ham in there, aren't you, creature? Oh. That was a touch of the window. But I think it was actually that window up there. Maybe that one. Because it was on the bottom one there, so it stopped on there. Interesting. I guess I know it's a Goryo. I could go and try and get some evidence. But I guess I can always go and get some more blood moon things. I don't have a sound recording thing anymore. I guess I could put down some salt to make sure that I get that objective, which could give me some money. Alright, I think that would do it. Where's the... there it is. And then... Again, this game is too spooky for me. I don't know why I play it, but I do. But it's too spooky for me. Hi there, moon. From FNAF? Oh, no, that wasn't anything. Hi. Also, I am trying to do this fast enough that I don't get in trouble with my sanity. Alright, this is signs. I don't know if any of those signs are like actually like pagan ritual signs or anything. I'd love to learn a language that looks like that, but I don't know if there's any actual natural languages. I think, wait, those... A few of those look like Viking runes, but a few of them also really don't. Is that a what's it called? The for the collection of, I'm gonna say that would be all integers? The Z with a double thing through the middle of it. And that looks like a rune, that looks like a rune, that looks like Russian. But a combination of a few things in Russian, I would say. I guess I can't take a picture of it anyway, so I'll tell you who. But yeah, that's I'm not sure if any of those characters actually are from a shared language, but they might be. There might be a language where all of those things together mean something. I guess I've probably had all moon totems in the house then. I've got like decent media. Well, I don't know. I guess I could like sit here and try and get some video still, because video is very possible to do just passively. I won't necessarily be very concerned about getting double evidence, because at this point any or a double video, like duplicate types of videos, because at this point anything is nice. But you know, something like this, I wish you could, like, I don't know, because like right now, I'm probably not going to go inside anymore, but if I would go inside, you know, I couldn't, because the moment that you walk away from the camera, this thing stops recording, so you either need to have the camera in your hands, which is pretty cool. I like that idea of it, but also that's scary. Or you can sit here and just kind of wait and do nothing because you have to keep looking at it, and then gradually just there's a few reports that come rolling in. But that is less exciting gameplay. I'm gonna, you know, I'm gonna say that's less exciting than getting like really cool action shots and stuff. And I would go into the house, but firstly I'm just scared for it, and secondly I don't want to spend many more sanity pills if I don't need to. And also crucifixes, I suppose, could be a thing. Yeah, I don't honestly know if I'm gonna get much if I just sit here like this. Because it's a core, I don't think it does that much with like proximity. Like I suppose a Raiju, you would need to make sure that there's technology near, but I don't know if that actually influences the, you know, the activity. I don't know, for example, in this game, if you're not in the house for really long, if that helps at all, I'm not sure. So I'm gonna, you know, I'm gonna say this is probably still decently efficient. It just feels like it isn't because it's not exactly as active. But that's the thing, if I could, like, if I could kind of change some of the mechanics of Phasmophobia, one of the things I'd do is probably make sure that it's less tedious the difficulty is, of course, making that, you know, happen without everything being hard. It's not like I think I can... I don't think I can do that and still keep it balanced, and also, you know, make it... well, I suppose making it balanced and, like, not making it
Welcome back.
very easy to cheat by just going there and checking, like, super specific stuff, or, like, just going in and out really quick, in and out of levels. I feel like it would be really difficult to balance, and of course, I don't think I could do it better, because I mean, have you seen me play games? But I don't know. I did wish that. Whoops, I've excellent. I did wish that there was a bit more puzzle in the game, and less waiting. But yeah, I don't know if that's a thing that you could actually properly make happen, or if that would be just impossibly difficult.
Right. Check the equipment. Get set up before investigating. There have been the reports of a
Of course, I'm not very good in general at video games, so it's very possible that that's just what makes it more difficult and a bit more tedious. So yeah, I don't know. It's possible that the game isn't even at fault here. I'm trying to think, like, if I would try to make a game somewhat like Phasmo, how I would even try and make sure that that sort of stuff works. Honestly, I don't know. I have actually been trying to make some games recently. Some stuff with, I don't know, a game that's kind of similar. I've been making a game that's kind of similar to, like, Deep EO. Or like Gumball Arena was a game that I used to play a lot when I was a kid. But that's a Flash game, so now the only way you can play that anymore is by having a really laggy thing. Oh. Wasn't even actually hunting. But something like Gumball Arena was like, oh, is that a twins thing? I don't know if that still works. I've heard some people adamantly say that it does still work, but I've also seen some cases where I'm not sure that it works. You know what? Honestly, I want to try if it is. I know this has a relatively small chance of succeeding, but if it works, it's going to be pretty cool, and I'll know that that is likely still true.
Welcome back.
I was wrong. Well, that makes me look like an ass. I got 4 points though because I found the moon. Well, I guess I'll do Willow Street again. That's too bad. That would have been really, really cool.
We've arrived. Check the equipment. Get set up before investigating.
Alright, time to go back here. It only wouldn't have even been that hard. I just threw away possibly a pretty good game. But I didn't know that. So I didn't make a bad decision. I just made an uninformed decision that turned out to be unhappy. yeah, I've been working on a game. It's kind of similar to Gunball Arena or Deep EO. Well, there's this game on Steam. I think it's free. I think the developer of the game has stopped working on it, sadly, because I do really like it. That's a roguelike game that's similar to like DPO and stuff. And it's it's practically the genre of you are a little a ball with with cannons on it. You're a ball with cannons on it, and you have to shoot your enemies to win. That sort of a genre of game is what I've been trying to make mainly. I've been working with. I know that some people, I think, hate Godot, but I've been working with Godot. So for those people, I hereby extend to you a very much not heartfelt apology, because I like working with Godot, and that's not your problem. Maybe something else would be better, but that's not my problem, because I'm perfectly well enjoying Godot. And but I've been working with Godot, and I've been getting some of the instincts a bit better in understanding how you can actually make sort of classes and things like that in Godot. Oh, I think that's been thrown. Yeah. And that's a cup as well that's been thrown. I think this is probably our spooky room. No. I'm not gonna expect that there's any fingerprints. I thought for a second I did see them though. But yeah, there is. I've been just working on that little game, and honestly, it's been a lot of fun so far. It's difficult. It's because I've got like some of the type of stuff of like if you some of oh no. For a second I was really scared that was going to be a hunt. Because they always say that hunts start off really quietly and you don't notice it. But obviously the door closes. Well, ghost events are really well heard. When a ghost event is happening, you definitely know. But the same doesn't always go for a hunt. Anyway, yeah, working on that game has been pretty fun, and I've been kind of like, one of the things that I'm really enjoying is kind of refactoring, which is, kind of when you have got more and more things working, refactoring is, looking at your code and making it more uniform and consistent and making it more understandable what's going on, so that when you work on your code again, you can just, understand what everything, what every part of your code does again, much easier, and that really helps. That's just a really fun process, honestly. I feel like refactoring is one of the coolest things, but like one of the most fun things to do in programming, and it's just fun because I've got like a few different types of cannons now. We've got a sword that you can use, so it's just nice that there's like a bit of variety, and because I made sure as much as I could to make things work easily, like I had like a shotgun, so I wanted to have multiple barrels in one. So instead of saying, you know what, I'm going to make a really like rackety sort of thing where I make it work only exactly as much as it needs to. Did I just hear a... Oh. but I might have. That's normal, yeah. Which Raichu? I'm not sure. Anyway, I've really been trying to make sure that I have everything like in a properly structured way, so that if I needed a shotgun, for example, I could add like 3 or 4 different barrels to a, like a cannon container thing, where it's just easy to expand on that because it's very methodically written. Like whenever a that's dots, which makes me expect that potentially Raichu is in fact the correct answer. Thay is also very possible, but that's not great, because Raichu and Thay and Yokai are all early hunters. And for Thay it would be perfectly fine. For Raichu it would be less perfectly fine. Because like a Thay, I'd hang out in the room and eventually start to notice like, oh yeah, this ghost is getting slower. But for a Raichu, that's much less forgiving, it's not going to actually get, nothing much is going to happen to it. It's just going to still be there, and there's still going to be technology. Also, it's mean is the dots it keeps almost getting it, and then it disappears, it runs out of fuel. It's turned on a light, so it's definitely not on map, but I don't think that was a possibility anymore. No. It's interesting. It's definitely not a mimic either. It's interesting because it suddenly became really active, and I'm not sure why that would happen. I know that a while ago, I believe, or I'm pretty sure that a while ago, the Ure was actually the only ghost that could open or close the front door. But I think they have changed a lot of ghost events in, I think, like the previous update. So I don't think I can rely on that. I don't think I can rely on that to be accurate information anymore. So I guess I could be a bit suspicious toward Ure, which would, of course, Ure would be nice because it's not an early hunter. As much as it would drain my sanity slightly quicker, it wouldn't. I would realize when my sanity is low. With anything else, it'd kind of be like, oh, my sanity is at 70, and then I go in and I get murked. But for the Ure, at least I'd realize when my sanity is low, which would be nice. Oh, do I... Oh wait, I haven't placed this one at all, have I? Oh, that's freezing, which makes it a Ure. Alright. I guess I know the ghost. That's a good step. It's also not the most horrible of ghosts. Ures are perfectly fine by me. As long as they're not like annoying with their draining of sanity, but I don't think they usually are. I think it's more likely for a... Oh, we can't even take ghost pics of dots anymore. Oh, also, I don't know, maybe that always worked in that thing, but I know that at some point in the game, the Cydia didn't work very well. Anyway, that's what my eye notices. But also, 1.5 hours into the game. Anyway, I can definitely do parabolic microphone. I might get crucifix, but not intentionally. And I think that's it for this run, at least. I guess I could also get audio, yeah. That's right. I already know what ghost it is, so yeah, I'm sure on all of those. And then I guess I'm gonna get some sound, and I can get some parabolic sound. It's gonna be good. You're right, I guess, because it can do sanity down quicker. I'll take some sanity pills first. But yeah, with I was saying that a while ago. with programming, I really noticed that I like to make sure that my systems kind of work in a sensible way. That if I want to make a new part of the game, I kind of have things like the way that my game works is already kind of adjusted to that. So, for example, if I there is, isn't it? No, it's not. It's, does that count? No, it doesn't count as. Oh. Was gutted. I don't think you can capture that with photo camera anymore. I am gonna do a sanity check real quick. Actually, I'm gonna do that like this because that's much nicer. Now the rain isn't omnipresent in my ears. Okay. Oh, that's still perfectly fine. But I do really like, when I'm programming, making things really, just really work in a sensible way, so that if I want to add things to my game, you know, like a different type of cannon, I can just say what I have right now is I just, you know, change a multiplier. I tell, you know, a cannon when it comes into existence, like, hey, you have a fire rate multiplier of 0.5, so it whenever it calculates how fast it shoots, it calculates half as fast as anything that doesn't have a specific multiplier. Stuff like that to just kind of make stuff in the game really, just to try and program it well. Oh Lord. Just to try and program it well so that any more things that I want to add are relatively easy. And it took me a long time to realize how that was going to work in Godot, because you don't just have code there, you also have, you know, the textures and everything, and usually I've really just worked with code. But that took a while to kind of get into my brain, but I've learned now how to do kind of inheritance and how to do scene inheritance as well. So that's been getting better. Hi. I might be interrupting or something, I don't know. That was an interesting sort of sound. I guess I've got the ghost, I've got a parabolic mic thing. I think I'm still gonna do some of these types of noises because I was having fun talking about a subject that I enjoy. I know that probably, like, anyone that's gonna, like, if there's anyone watching this right now, or if there's anyone gonna watch the VOD, it's gonna be very annoying for them. But if you don't like that sort of stuff, you shouldn't have watched a stream or a VOD. And I'm guessing there's gonna be 1 in a billion people that actually thinks it's really interesting. But in programming, it can be really, really productive to make sure that just to make sure that your systems work well and not just that your program kind of works. And that's a thing that I think is much more fun in, you know, more complex programs and in games and stuff. Is the fact that you can actually... No, is that swelling? No, I'm not sure. Oh, you have to find the sound. I'm not sure yet how the sound works, but it's really cool often to just make sure that the system works beyond just, you know, sort of working, that it's, you know, like actually a cool system that just when you look at the different parts of it, each of the parts solidly does what it needs to do, and it's not like a sort of a duct tape or... Oh, of course the light was broken. Right. But it's not just, you know, sticking duct tape together and saying like, oh look, it quote unquote works. But that you actually make a system where, you know, all the different classes and everything work together. As I said, something where, for example, if I want to add a different type of gun, I just change a little multiplier and then I've got my new gun. Right? That type of stuff. When stuff like that just goes really smoothly, I really like doing that. But now with like the game that I'm working on, I've got honestly a lot of stuff that I really enjoy. I've got, you know, I've got all right. I wasn't expecting that. Well, I guess I got it. I don't know exactly what that... Oh! I mean, I guess I'm not going to go in there again, so I don't need to... Something about a story. I can't quite make it out. It sounds like tell my story about... I took the first story. I think actually it's multiple overlaid over each other. I don't know if it's intelligible even with the best of intentions. I guess I could check if there's any more dots. Just, yes. Alright. Just a little bit more. Because it's kind of, you know, going wild anyway. Might as well get like $2 extra. Yeah, I don't know if it's gonna do it again. But, you know, with my game that I'm making, I really like the place where I'm at currently. Because it's like, it's a game now. It's not just, you know, kind of assets and then some, technically some movement. No, it's a game. You've got, you know, your little player tank that can, you know, kind of drive through the map, and then you've got your, you know, the difficulty slightly ramps up. It's not balanced yet. I'm not saying that's, I'm not saying that it's balanced, but it's, you know, you even have upgrades and some stuff. It's just starting to feel like it's more of a game than just a thing, right? It's not me just, you know, making things technically work and then adding, you know, like 500 types of enemies, and then it's kind of like, yeah, I don't know what to do now. It's really me working on the core of the game and making sure that it's actually a core that I can do something with. Anyway, that's probably the least interesting thing anyone's ever heard in 100 years. But I like it. I would do some, like, streams of me working on my game. But firstly, I don't think that's very interesting for people. Secondly, also question, I think these are PNGs being just aimed at the player. I don't know why I suddenly noticed that, but I don't think it'd be that interesting for people to actually watch me make my game. Because most of the time, the way I do it anyway is... Oh wow, that was... Was it today that it came out? It might actually have been today that the Halloween update came out. Or, oh yeah, it's red now. Used to be black in the Steam library. From the 9th of October, yeah. I guess today is weekend, so it makes sense that more people would play today. But... different locations for the Blood Moon each day. That's kind of interesting. I am going to try to play Phasmo, like, a few more times this month. I'm probably also going to try and play Little Nightmares or something like that, because like the Little Nightmares 3 has come out like in the last few days, and if I would have been good at actually playing games when they come out, I would have, you know, I would have already prepared by playing Little Nightmares 1 and 2 before that. But I'm not good at that, and I'm probably honestly going to play Little Nightmares 1 and 2 at some point. I have actually, because the problem with a lot of games that I do want to play, or that I want to play, you know, like one of the new games that's coming out, is I've played I've played Little Nightmares 1. I've watched Little Nightmares 2 be played, I think several times. And I don't know anything about Little Nightmares 3, but it'd be weird to just kind of go and play Little Nightmares 3 and never 1 or 2. I feel like that'd be weird, so I feel like it's better to play 1 and 2 both as well. But firstly, that means that I need the time to play them. Secondly, that means that I actually need to play them even though I already know the games. And that just feels a little bit odd. So, yeah, I don't know about that. But I'm probably going to try and play Phasmophobia and probably Little Nightmares 1 at some point during the spooky month. I think I'm gonna try and play maybe like 1 or 2 more games today, because I was thinking maybe I should stop for today, but you know, else I'm not gonna get a lot of progress, and I getting progress in this game is pretty useful for me because I don't do that enough. I guess I'm gonna do some more games. At least one more game. Why is it? Oh, it is now. But yeah, I don't know how long I'm still gonna go. Also, I would like to talk more about my game, but I don't think it's interesting for anyone. I would maybe do a stream of me, like, working on the game, working on making the game. From time to time. But, well, one problem is I'm actually, you know, making the game on my laptop. And I'm streaming. I stream from my desktop. I could technically stream from my laptop, but firstly I'd need to make sure that I have all of these scenes and everything working. Oh. I'd need to make sure that I have all of the scenes and everything working, for one. Hi. And I'd need to... the scenes for OBS is what I mean. To actually record my laptop. And have it, like, work in a useful way, that you can see, like, the layout and everything that I have around my screen right now with my little PNG, my little PNG of Otto and all of that. I definitely had a door open there. Alright, I think that means no UV. Because wasn't there also something... Oh yeah, here. Giving? Whoa. Oh my... That is honestly scary. Oh. That scared me. That honestly scared me. But yeah, if I want to work on my game on stream, I'd actually need to make the streaming stuff. I'd have to make all of that work on my laptop, and also like use my change my mic over to my laptop and everything, or I guess I could stream it, or like I could use like Steam Remote Play Together. I think that does exist for Godot, but that would be very clunky. Okay, so I guess Ghost Orb. That's interesting. That's Ghost Orb. I was scared for a second that was actually a hunt. I think that can only that sound can only happen when it's a ghost event and not when it's a hunt. But again, they've just changed stuff in this game. I don't know. Alright, let's watch some people poop. I mean, ghost. Let's ghost. Let's watch ghost. But yeah, I don't think I'll be likely to stream making video games. Because with like Remote Play Together, it would look like it would be very possible to like like if I want to show a game or something, it would be very possible to just kind of show it like that. You could very well get an impression, but it wouldn't exactly be high quality. To do that for an entire VOD would be absolutely arduous. I don't think that would be fun or interesting really to watch. I don't think that would be very... I don't think that would be good. I could try it, but I don't think I will. Alright, so I don't think I'm very likely to actually stream game making, at least anytime soon. It's moved the door, hasn't it? It's moved the door up in the schnoz of my camera. I just heard a door close downstairs and that scared me. It's 5. Not freezing at least yet. But I did see that has been written in. I don't think it should be. It's definitely not a mimic. Yeah, it's having a ghost event, or as I like to call it, a temper tantrum. A thing, you know. I guess, could it be? No, it can't be anything else with UV. Can also not be EMF, so I guess it's not spirit or freezing. I could see any of those being the case. Right. Wait, hold on. Oh, I didn't check sanity, did I? Did I? Oh, I did. I guess I did. Because none of these ghosts can actually hunt instantly. Or like if I'm on high sanity. No, even if I do something stupid. Like candles. That would be a problem with an Onryo if I would place candles everywhere. But not with these ghosts. Not with these ghastly spooks. How old are you? Where are you? How old are you? Where are you? Did you just not work with British? How old are you? Where are you? I don't know, it's still not being very responsive.
Young individual.
Hi there, young individual. That's not the coolest street name, but I respect it. Maybe it's like, it's spelled without any of the vowels, so it's young, like Y-U-N-G, and then like N-D-V-D-L, young individual, something like that. That could be cool. No disrespect, no flack. Just, I wasn't expecting that to be your street name, your street cred. Anyway, what was I saying again? I was saying I think something about what ghost I thought I was going to be. Was it? No, maybe not. I guess I can clean the area with incense. I might actually finish it after this game. Escape a ghost, that's not that interesting necessarily. But I don't know why But I feel like after this game, it's probably going to be. I have absolutely no clue why. After a day of having not great games, mainly, I suddenly want to, finish it after a game. Oh my dear lord. I don't think my heart exists anymore. But yeah, if this is a win, which I am expecting it to be, I think I'm probably going to end the day on a win. Just kind of because I don't know if I would do any more games. I don't know if I would win those. In fact, I feel like there's a decent likelihood that I would not win those. But yeah, I'm probably going to try and get some more evidence. But if I don't get much more evidence, or if I do get much more evidence either, just as soon as I finish this level, I think it's probably going to be the last one. Because it would be nice to actually end on a win. Right. That's been there since the start of this level, hasn't it? I think it has. Right. So I guess I can take a snap of that. It doesn't have UV, right? So that wouldn't be an option. Cost of Spooks, cost writing. Oh, I think you can actually get a spirit box response recorded. Ha! Oh wait, sorry. I would need to. How old are you?
A young individual.
Hey, see, that's a cool little trick. I really like that. That is honestly a very cool thing. Because previews. That sounds like CJ. That very well might be CJ or someone from the dev team, or maybe because I believe then they have like several of the like big players of Phasmophobia if they wanted to, have like voice lines of the game or stuff. I believe there's InSim in there somewhere. I mean, I think some of the older sounds, at least, I don't know how many of those they still happen. I don't know how about the newer sound, but I think some of the older sounds they have CJ and maybe DK like in just did those voices. Yeah, it's floating hand, but some of that stuff is really cool. I forget what I was actually trying to say there. But yeah, I don't know if CJ is actually voices any of the like new ghost stuffs. It's eerily quiet. I don't like that. That's why it's called eerie. For a second, I thought that there was a ghost here, but that was... I think it was just this not being very well lit, and then this on top of it looking kind of like a head-ish. Which is interesting. But yeah, that was a bit spooky. Alright. There is a little smudge on my screen. I'm gonna wipe that off. I think that does it. Does it? It's just when the camera is turning, I suddenly notice like, hey, that spot there is moving along with the camera. That could mean multiple things technically, but the most likely, yeah, it. So you can't actually zoom on this camera. Is there? Can you zoom on like CCTV cameras? You can. That's interesting. But not on this. That would be cool to also have with cameras, but I don't know how likely that is to happen at any point. Yeah, I don't know if this is very likely for me to get any more video evidence media. Yeah. Alright, I don't know. I guess I'm gonna leave that there. I've detected ghosts with motion sensors. That's the only weekly thing I've done. That's usually like I think that, and maybe sometimes parabolic. I used to be big on the parabolic, even though I had no clue how it worked. But now I really like the sound sensors and the motion sensors. It's just sad because I feel like they're not usually that useful. You could do some really cool things with them in this game if it was more puzzly and less spooky. Well, I mean, it could still be spooky, but if it was more puzzly in trying to like really know in what room the ghost is, for example, because with the ghost orb you can really try and get that, you know, you can kind of try and pinpoint that, but with, you know, if the ghost doesn't, ghost orbs, I guess, maybe with temperature you could kind of do that. Yeah, I don't think any of the rest will really reliably show you where the ghost actually is, because like ghost orbs, sometimes you don't see them. That can happen, I suppose, but most of the times you will be able to see them from some angle. And freezing temperatures, I guess they can, like, you know, you could look at the change of temperature and you could somehow find out how the ghost works with that, but then, you know, still that would take a lot of attention. And if it doesn't have either of those, you know, any of the ghosts that just don't have ghost orb or freezing, anything that is only has any of these five, that would kind of be impossible to properly track where it is. It would be really cool to have like some kind of a way, maybe to like tag a ghost or something, to somehow have a thing like that. I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of expecting it the whole time, but not anymore. I was like in the first 3 games or something, I was like, oh yeah, it's good, it's Phasmophobia. This is the best moment to do those, and I knew that you'd asked if I was gonna play Phasmophobia, so I was like, oh man, if they're gonna do that, you know, at least I'm gonna be prepared. But I wasn't anymore. I wasn't prepared anymore. I wasn't prepared for that. I was like, at least I'm not gonna explode inside my from, you know. But I guess I was wrong. I guess I was wrong on that. Ah, I'm sorry. If I'd have known that you were waiting for me to go back inside, I probably would have gone back inside. But then again, that would have kind of broken the surprise of the situation. Yeah, I didn't think I didn't think you were here today. I just figured you probably, you know, I don't know, yeah. Getting new pets, like a cat and a dog. I don't know what else I'm. Well, isopods. Oh, those are Wait, hold on. I'm trying to think of the. Those are similar to. I think I know the thing. I don't know if I know 100% correctly. That's an isopod. Oh, that's. Oh, those are big. Ah. That's interesting. They're gonna look, the small one's gonna look like shrimp. The big ones look like. Oh wait, those are different species, not like different ages. It's not like larvae and stuff like that. But that's cool. Because I'm guessing they're insects, right? Isopods. They look like insects. Or at least spiny isopod. Dwarf spiny isopod. I know I probably shouldn't do this because I'm not good with bugs. I mean, like I when it's about programming. Oh, those are actually quite cute. Ah, okay. I don't mind. I don't mind seeing those that much. For some reason. Sometimes my brain is like, actually right now I'm not scared of them. Oh, I look I look for isopog. Very smart. Shroom. They are related to. Yeah, I thought they might be. They looked similar. Some of them, at least. I don't know if that's like the early stage of them. I don't know how big these are. Why? Oh, that's German. It took me a second. Why did that scare me more than the actual banshee scream? Maybe because it's louder, actually, because that is a louder... And maybe because I've heard the banshee scream before. I haven't heard Garnela before. That did scare me, though. Oh no, are we doing this again? Oh, yeah. Actually, I might go one more round. Maybe I shouldn't. But when's the last time I did something wise? That's a genuine question. I don't remember. It's probably been a while. That's like 10. That's gonna be a while. It's gonna go off on us all to play. I'll do one more game in your honor. I guess. I don't know. I just talked and then I was like, you know what? Actually, I feel like one more game. But yeah. Those do look like really cute isopods. Is it like a bit? One day a bit is probably gonna scare me, because I mean, there's gonna be a day that I'm not. I'm not aware that there's anyone in chat, and either you or someone else is going to invoke the wrath of bits. And I'm gonna be like, well, I didn't expect that, and it is now too late to expect it, since my bones have already vacated the premise of my body. Or the premises of my body. Back to the bits, though. I don't know, it's weird saying, like, it feels weird saying thanks for the bits. Not because it sounds like bitch, that's just because, I don't know. I don't know why. But it does feel weird. Oh. Those things are also slightly louder than they should be. Like, the first time it scares you real good. But then after that, it's kind of just, it's slightly loud. Maybe they could make the first one that you find every, like, day or something. The first time, every time the event exists, they can make that one loud. And then everything after that less loud. I don't know. Did something just... I think that was just what it looked like. Alright, I go to the hiding spot here again, and I've got a mirror. Oh yeah, I didn't actually, oh, I didn't know that that could be a hiding spot. I didn't actually take any pictures of the Quidja Borad just now. I don't know if that's... I think that's 2 times ago, actually. The game twice ago. 2 games ago. Oh. Oh, wow. Was it in this thing, or was it in the... I think it was in this room? Yeah, it's good because it's pointing in that sort of a direction. Also, those things hanging from the ceiling, I don't know why, but that is pretty scary. That was an EMF 5, right? So, I gotta remember that already. I think EMF 5 has some of the scarier ghosts, right? Oh, maybe not. The Raiju was scary. Was there twins in there, I think? Hold on, it's loud outside. The rain is loud. But I don't want to turn it down because then I don't get spooked as much. I mean, I don't really want to get spooked. That was... That was... I don't like your timing. That's spookily good. That's... That is spookily good timing. I don't think, like, I don't think you would have seen yet, or like heard me talk yet, by the time, like saying the thing that I was saying. I don't think you could have actually heard that yet, by the time I was, by the time I actually got scared there. But I don't know, it's some kind of a killer instinct you have, maybe. I was saying something about being scared, getting scared, but I don't remember now. Something about, oh yeah, it's... Oh yeah, because if I don't have the sound up to the point where it's kind of annoyingly loud, and the moons as well, I don't get jump scared properly, and that's not lovely for me that I get jump scared, but it's probably really funny for everybody who's watching because I make interesting noises. The Cheeto is pretty good. I've grown to love it. It you know, it doesn't actually look like a Cheeto with a cogwheel. It looks like a Cheeto with like wire cutters. I just realized, like, either that or like a gardening shears, something like that. Maybe pliers. but it's definitely it definitely doesn't look much like a cogwheel. Yeah. But anyway, I think like it would be scary if this ghost is a twins, if this ghost is twins, or if it's Raiju. Other than that, I think these are all pretty nice ones to have. At least not that bad, you know. Of course, like a shade could be annoying that it doesn't show much, and a Jin could be fast. But for the most part, I feel like these are pretty, like that's a pretty good selection of ghosts. It's just the Raiju was really annoying. Twins is annoying because it's scary because they can hunt on this map probably from anywhere on the map. So if they can hunt, you better be scared. If the twins can hunt,
Why should I worry? Tell me, why should I worry? Say I may not have a dime, oh, but I got 3 Southwild men.
I don't know why either. I never expected the next time. You keep doing it, and I don't know. I have that with a lot of things. I have that with this. I have that with Rickrolls as well. I will probably never expect it when somebody is Rickrolling me, even with, you know, like a video or something I've seen before. I'm like, oh, I recognize this video, but I don't remember what it was about. Oh. It happens with this. It happens with Rickrolls. It's the only thing I never have the problem is I'll always expect the Spanish Inquisition, but I believe historically that is also kind of everyone, because I believe they oh, EMF5 already had that, yeah, but I think they actually sent a notice. I live in fear my entire streaming career. Thank you, rhyming rhombus. I don't know. I went for rhombus. I wanted to rhyme and I failed. That's not even rhyming, actually. That's alliterations. But yeah, you're doing a great job, and I will probably never expect it either. I'll always be scared of it. At the very least, I could have expected that was coming, but I didn't. That's the worst thing. I didn't expect that was gonna happen. Oh. What is even? Oh, those hands or feet? I can't see properly, but I'm scared that they might be feet. Oh, they are feet. They are feet. It's feet, Bray. I don't know if you are allowed to be outside of prison at this time. I feel like there are reasons that you should be, you know. I feel like there are reasons for you to see a psychiatrist, but you know, maybe it's fine. Uwu is fine. I will always accept a good Uwu. Like, I won't kink shame anyone for feet, but huh. That's been written in. Good day to you, ghostly appearance. Good day, spectre. How old are you? Are you here? Where are you? How old are you? Where are you? Are you here? It's not. How old are you? Where are you? I was not. If you would have done it, I would have been scared again because I already forgot. to be scared of it actively. You just... That's what I'm guessing would have happened, and it would have scared me, definitely. And also totally. Oh, door move. Nice. Object throw. That, oh. Less nice. But cool that it happened, I guess. But whatever you were gonna do with those 5 bits, I would have not expected it. Does that still work if you put them all in one message? I don't actually know. For my sanity, let's hope not, but... writing, that would be a shade. Alright. So, I've got a shade. Ooh, I can definitely do a motion sensor, right? See, I like motion sensors. Yeah, it didn't work. It hasn't played any more of them. Would have been scary. I really like motion sensors. I don't like that I don't get to use them very often. I don't think it's a good idea for me to get a low sanity. Then again, that wouldn't be that far away from shades being able to hunt. But then again, they, you know, that is a point where they can hunt. So I don't think that's a good idea. Because I will definitely somehow find a way to not survive. I think I'm gonna do motion sensor and I'm gonna try and get some noises. Some spooky noises. Spooky moaning. Alright. Look at that little spookums. Alright, let's see. Was that always that? Oh, I don't have a photo camera yet. In here. For a second I was like, wait, do I have that in my other hand? No, I don't. See, I'm not quite that stupid. I hope. I'm not 100% sure, but I could be. I very well might be. I really very well might be. I probably am, to be fair. Highly likely that I am. Huh, does this camera have like FOV, or is it... Oh, is it like... slightly blurry because it's... Maybe the cheetah should have a hat on some days. Is this cheetah going to be more elaborate than like my actual like little man, actual little Otto in the screen? Is the cheetah going to take over my channel? Please be honest. But maybe it should have a hat on some days. Like on Halloween, it could have a scary thing. I was actually gonna see if I could. I was originally gonna see if I could get. We're still on. I was gonna see if I could draw like a hat or something, or like a spooky Halloweeny thing for a little PNG tuber thing, Otto, but I didn't think of it before I realized, like, oh wait, I was gonna stream today and I should have done that because it's Halloween, but or like, well, it's spooky month, but I didn't think of it. Oh wait, that's also another thing I wanted to photograph, and that's why the noise is being so annoying. Yeah, maybe the cheetah should have a hat on some of the days. Where is the noise? Is it here? Alright, that's the noise. Wait, hold on, wait. I'm not sure I actually remembered to take a sanity pill last time I was in the van. No, I did not. It's a good thing for me that that's a shade. Else I would have been hunted and probably not live I would have been reduced in my amount of livingness. Did I? Oh, I think I left it inside. I'll take some more pills with me. No, that's too late. Also, I'm gonna guess, by the way, that I'm not the only one who thinks they've dressed the maps really well. It do be spooky. I do think it be spooky. Oh wait, that's right. I have... No, I don't have spirit box. So I can't actually do spirit box stuff. Oh. I thought that was already enough, but I guess not. Sag. Now, I'm not sure, but it sounded just now like something was being, you know, burned. Something such as a crucifix, which I guess not, because this one's still whole, but... well... Can you make a sound recording of EMF? Not sure. But it is cool that you can get like media evidence of more things than only you could previously, like at first you could get a bunch of photos of footprints for almost every ghost because it wasn't an evidence thing yet. It was just every ghost can have footprints. But now you can actually have like different but you can actually have, you know, you can have photos of fingerprints. You could already have photos of fingerprints as an evidence, and the rest, you know, kind of just, I don't think any of the others had anything, because you don't have you didn't have anything for EMF, no for dots. Well, you had fingerprints. You didn't have ghost orb. You could actually do ghost writing as well, I suppose. Not for spirit box and not for freezing. So it was if you had a ghost that had fingerprints or writing, that was really nice. And else, yeah, that sucks. I think I'm gonna record just in case I get anything. And then they changed it so that footprints were like fingerprints, which meant that for some ghosts you could get a lot more photos, and for some ghosts not. I think it was later that they made it so that you could actually get a ghost photo from orbs, or from dots. And then with the big media update, they've made it so that you can get like sound evidence or sound media from a spirit box, and that you can take a video of ghost orbs, stuff like that. That I do like that they've kind of made that a bit more universal than just, you know, like two of the things being able to do something maybe. I don't know why I'm looking away from the actual... I mean, I don't think much is going to happen. I don't feel like much has happened that's filmable. Or maybe some items being thrown, but those never seem to last long enough in front of the camera and never quite go into the frame in the right way. So maybe that's still not very useful. I think I'm gonna leave this one at that, and I think that might also be it for today. Yeah. Alright. I think that's gonna be today's stream. Is there anything more I can do? Like, I could get low sanity, but that would probably either take a while or I'd need to... Actually, oh, of course, I could still take photos of... I didn't even have the bone yet. I don't know why I don't have the bone yet. But I can go and find the bone and the... Actually, I might have seen the bone already. But I'm going to take some photos of the bone and of the... ghost object. Because I think the ghost object was the mirror, right? I was like, you know, that's compressed. I was thinking if I can get... or I was thinking I just took like a bunch of a bunch of like sanity pills, and I have significantly more sanity than I actually need right now. So it'd be kind of a waste if I wouldn't. Huh? It's doing stuff again. But it would be kind of a waste if I wouldn't actually do anything with that sanity anymore. Yeah, that's a clavicle? No, shoulder blade. I don't think a clavicle is the same thing as a shoulder blade, is it? But is that a... Oh no, that's like... I thought for a second there was a wheelie bin on that roof over there. But I guess not. Somebody does not like having wheelie bins on the roof. Not sure why. Because wheelie bins are the epiphany. Oh! I was slightly late. That's too bad. Honestly, I can see if I can get some thrown items, because what else am I gonna do with that sanity? Now that I've got my photos of stuff. I was talking about something before, wasn't I? That I don't think I finished. I'm not sure. I probably was, but I don't remember. Now the ghost doesn't seem to want to do... I'm never sure about the activity stuff. Like, it's very concrete to know that the shade can't hunt if you have more than 30% sanity, or that a demon can always hunt, but that's with its special ability. Those are like specific sort of game rules that you can know, or they're in the, you know, you can know them right or wrong, but if you know them right, then they kind of work, else they might not work. But for something like activity, I feel like that's less of a thing that I'm interested in, I suppose. Like, less of a thing that I think I need to know, because it's not as crucial. So yeah, I don't actually know if a shade is more or less active when you're in the room, or if you need 2 people or 3 people, because I think it can only hunt if there's not at least 2 people in the room. But it might be if there's no people in the room that you can actually hunt. Little Munting. But yeah, I think that's gonna be it for today. I don't know if there's actually any more trophies they're gonna add to the game, because this thing is full. So it might be that they take Crimson Eye and Cursed Hollow and whatever the winter one is, the Christmas one, and they it might be that they kind of just, instead of having like one for every year, that they do a thing for having participated in that event at all. Which, it's kind of a shame that I don't have the one for Halloween 22. That would be cool. But I guess I missed out something. Honestly, I think the Cursed Hollow was the one where you had to collect items. That one was pretty cool. The Crimson Eye is alright. No, that was Halloween 23. What was East 20? That's 24. What was that again? Because, I mean, the Easter eggs were funny. But they were a menace sometimes, because some of them were hidden in really specific places. And even if you would get all of them except for one, you'd have to come back later, and that you'd have to remember all of the eggs, which of course isn't going to happen because of it, like 50 eggs, something like that, 30, 40, 50 eggs. That wasn't great. I think Christmas 22, I think that was with cookies, right? We had to get cookies, collect cookies on different maps, and sacrifice them to Santa, as one does. And then I really did like the shooting snowmen with a little gun. That one was pretty cool. I think, honestly, the Halloween 23 one was the coolest so far. I'm guessing that, like, now they're kind of just going to have the same thing every year. Which is a bit sad, but I can understand that they wouldn't want to spend all of their time every year on making up a new thing every year. Yeah, I think... yeah, because I've got all of the ghost trophies. Well, spirit, it's just... kind of, it's just the spirit, I suppose. But I do really like that they've got actual cool, like, little skulls for all of the different things. I like that they've made the Steam achievements into things. The Banshee with the Scream. I do really like the trophies. The Revenant. Is that the... oh, the Merit Hop in Darkness, I guess. The Ure... oh, that's like for sanity, draining your sanity, taking it out of your head. Only just being active, or maybe like because it's light, because the mare has dark. No, but that would be a shade. Is this shade just a matte skull? Something? Demon is obviously a demon. The yokai, yeah, that makes sense because it hears things, and then the Hantu with the breath, Gorilla with dots, Myling kind of cloaked. Oh, because it's like, it's not like a Reaper cloak, it's like a bedsheet, I suppose. I guess that makes sense-ish. I don't know how though. Unreal on Fire, the twins, like 2 skulls, that's cool. Raiju with electricity, true. Abake with, I guess, 2. Is that a part of a mask or something? Because it, that one shapeshifts. The Mimic is just all of them, I guess. The Mimic is just tweaking, going absolutely wild. The Moroi with, I guess also with sanity-ish thing on the forehead. I'm not sure. That the Diogen with the eye. The Fae. I'm not sure what that one is. They are, they're very, they're not very well lit. Which is, I suppose it's sort of understandable because it's a spooky game. It's got to be dark, right? Anyway, I don't know why I randomly looked at all of that stuff. Sorry, I had to stretch a second. Anyway, I think that's been probably all of the stream for today. I guess I went a little longer than I thought I was gonna go at first. Or well, I was gonna quit, but then I still did like 1 or 2 more games. I'm not sure actually. But yeah, I'm actually gonna leave it here now. Just because I don't know, I'm scared. To be completely honest, that kind of is. I'm kind of spooked. But I would like to bid you farewell for the rest of the evening, and until the next time, I guess. For the YouTube, check out the Twitch. For the Twitch, check out the YouTube. Everybody press the funniest of buttons. The funniest of buttons that are even funnier than I don't know, I don't actually know what funny thing happened today. Yeah, I don't know. Just the funniest buttons you can find. Just look around and kind of go like, oh, this button is the funniest, and then press it. But not if that's hacking into a government website. That wouldn't be a good use of, It would be funny, I suppose, but I'm not, you're not, that's not, don't do that, don't. And then, I guess, I have to see you again some next time, and